friend Dick, they used this high life. You know, you've heard of it. I know you don't know what it is, but they used it on corn in the crib. They could put it on there in a pan, cover it up, and the fumes would all go down through that corn and kill all the weevils in there. So that's what it is.
That's what it was for.
Yeah. But one day it was kind of raining. We was all off, wasn't doing anything. And it was cats, just cats stayed around the house back then, you know, and they didn't ever feed them, they lived off of rats. So we was out there in us boys out there at the barn playing this and around there. We seen that high life over there. We seen one of those old things that you catch turpentine in. You've seen them hanging on pine trees. It's an old jug thing. That was one of them down there. We decided we'd make a dipping bag out of it. So we got them cats in that room and poured it full of hot. Yeah. We did one of them cats, you know, heard such a noise.
Did more than one.
Ow!
And they lived in one of the little houses, you know, had a hall between it.
He was gone. That was it. You didn't see it. But we got about 3 or 4 of them at the same time. And here they went meow, around the house, around.
And in that hall, you
around. Here the old hole was. They went through that meow
wall.
My mom and daddy sitting over there and it was dry.
He was reading the paper.
He was reading the paper. He looked over there and called her Kenny. That was her name. She said, Kenny said, that's a good touchdown. That's a good sign. She cats cutting up and playing. Said, it's going to rain out of you days. Oh, man, I'm so glad he didn't find that out. Oh,
They didn't know what it happened. I was for sure it was going to rain.
Them cats, they moved on. And I think that's, Rick, that's the name
Anything
of
that
it,
had
I
hair on it, you put it on there and it just burned.
It don't burn, it
Freezes.
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 It's something that feels just like it's burning. So when we soused one of them cats in that ditty bed, he took off. From time to, I don't know, I guess there was about 6 of us, I guess, at one time. Home, some of us too little to work. But the boys growed older, they got off, you know. But you know, people back then, some of them boys stayed out there 25, 30 years old. Stay at home.
Stay at home.
Yeah.
Which one was it? Did you put, somebody put the hot potato on their toast?
Oh, I done that.
Well, tell about that.
Okay, in the old kitchen where we lived, mind you, all those old houses were built just alike. Dickie, they were double pinners, a hall right straight down between two big old rooms on each side. Way down
The big old porch across the front.
kitchen.
At the end of the hall was the kitchen.
Yeah. Well, back in that kitchen, we had a big old table. Well, I guess about so wide, maybe longer from here to that, because this big bunch of youngins had to sit around there. And there's this bench on one side where the kids eat, bench. Right over here is 1 or 2 chairs. Well, I was there, my oldest brother, he was tall. He was the tallest one of those. Well, we sit down there, and he'd been, when he sat down over there, his legs was long enough, he'd reach under the table over on that bench where us kids was sitting, and he'd get on between us, and he'd, you know, wiggle and punch our feet, you know, our knees up, you know, with them old fire feet. And he'd aggravate us to death with it. Well, one day, it come my time. My mama had baked a big old pan of sweet potatoes. We'd all sit down at the table, and she brought them out of the stove, and they was boiled. I mean, they was hot. And there them 2 big old bare feet sticking up over there, moving a little bit. I got me one of them old hot potatoes, broke it half in 2, and salted on each toe. Up went the tail. Turned everything over. Boy, you never seen such a mess in your life. But you know he never did put his feet down.
What did Papa do to you for making a mess?
Well, I got it. Yeah, I wasn't gonna tell that, but I got my share of it.
It's worth it though, wasn't it, Donnie?
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't mean bother me. Yeah. But what liked to kill me, they started to go to gin. When we go to gin, he'd let one of us kids go in one time, the next time another would go in one time. Just switch it around. Well, we got ready, we'd load the cotton the day before, and we got ready, wanted to get ready to go with gin. And it was my turn. Well, I was happy to go. I had to get in something before we left. So my mama had a bunch of sweet potatoes on the stove. She just pulled them out on the stove and set them up on that little rack down there where they cooled. My brother passed me out there and he took one of them sweet ice potatoes. But Daddy Stunway walked out the wagon. He took one of them ice potatoes about that big. I think broke the end of it off and hit me right upside the head. Went all up there in my hair, filled up my ear, and I run in there and scratched some of it out and got a towel, wiped and all that, cause I was in a hurry. I went out there and started getting up in the wagon, and Daddy said, "Donnie, where you going, son?" I said, "Oh, I was going to gym." "No, I can't go," so you got too much tail on your face. That'd like to kill me. I wouldn't need the sweet potato for I don't know how long. No,
So you got beat out of the trip because you
I got beat out of the trip.
got it.
Yeah. Too much tail on that face.
Tell about the time at
Well, I guess maybe I remember about what she said, but back then, kids didn't get anything. They went to town if they got a nickel, a dime, or something like that. But anyhow, they'd been to take some cotton off, and they'd got them a pack of gum, chewing gum. But it wasn't like a little bitty pieces. Now it was in a long stick, and it was thick, one piece. So we'd all chew it so many rounds. We'd run around the house and chew it so many rounds. Maybe 3 rounds we'd get to chew that gum. Then we'd pass it on to the next one. And Sid got down to Bertie's time, and Bertie went around, and on the last round she swallowed the gum.
She said she couldn't give that up to save her life, and that was the best stuff she ever tasted.
Yeah.
I bet the rest of them got on their case about that though, didn't it?
You said they did a beer half today. Yeah, it survived.
I don't remember.
Bertie said you did.
But I would doubt it. You know, it was just the same.
Well, somebody was putting the bitties in the frying pan too, watching them dance too.
This is probably some of them.
You never did nothing like that, did you?
No, I usually the ones ahead of me, I guess, but when I was coming on up, I just right in there with
Well, when y'all were young, did y'all have duties on the farm, like some of you had to milk and do things like that?
yeah, sure did. Mine was getting enlightened, but we never did milk, you know, the girls always milked.
The girls did the milk.
Yeah, but I'd be one getting enlightened, and another would be one to see about the mules, you know, tend the mules, and another would see about the cow, getting the calves up and all that stuff. They all had something to do.
Well, did Papa do a lot of, what did he raise, cotton, or did he raise stuff to eat?
Cotton and corn. Raise something to eat.
Cotton
Raise
and
something
corn.
to eat, yeah.
But he sold the cotton.
Sold the cotton,
Mm-hmm.
but would usually keep the corn because it took it off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a large family, and maybe a couple of mules, or maybe 3 sometimes. And but see, they raised so much stuff. We didn't have any money in the mountains or nothing, but and the Bridgets was ragged, but we didn't never get hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was always plenty there to eat.
Always.
Meats, you know, they raised that. And
Would he raise pigs and hogs?
Oh man, what are you talking
cured hams.
Never did buy any meat, always have them old hams hanging up in
Smokehouse.
Yeah, and made their own syrup, you know, molasses,
Mhm.
and the cows, you know, had the milk.
Mhm.
Well, heck, you didn't need to buy nothing, but what they'd buy would be coffee,
Mhm.
because they'd make their own sugar. And
They
they'd buy,
made their own sugar.
oh yeah, they'd drip it, you know,
Mhm.
out of molasses, they'd go to sugar.
Be rock sugar.
Rock
I remember
sugar.
seeing my
And,
grandmother have some
of
of
course,
that.
they bought salt.
And I remember Papa also raised his own tobacco, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he did one time.
Yeah.
Laid on the back. So actually, you didn't have much money out there, but you didn't have to worry about something to eat. Because you always, no, she eventually got to where she'd make shirts.
Mhm.
But we'd get to go to town once a year when the show was cotton, we'd go and Daddy'd buy us a pair of shoes. That's for 1 year. We got a pair of shoes a year, and we'd get a pair of new overalls and some clothes. And Mom would make our shirts,
Mhm.
but we'd buy overalls.
So you had a pair of overalls and a new pair of shoes a
New
year.
pair of shoes a year, go thick, so they'd be old rough shoes, you know. But we wouldn't wear them, we'd go barefoot. Biggest part of the time, they'd worry you to death. Feel like you was tired when you got a pair of them shoes on. We wasn't used to wearing them, you know.
Well, did all y'all go to was there schools around where
Yeah,
y'all
there's
lived?
schools there, you had to walk 3 miles. And, when time come to pick cotton, they stopped.
Stop for school.
Yeah, they let the kids go home and pick cotton.
Now, where were y'all living when y'all were raising all this stuff?
Well, we've been up in Jones County. You've been through that country, I know, but I don't guess I could tell you. Do you know where Addie lives
Mhm.
now?
Yeah. If she hadn't moved,
Well,
had she?
well, right back down this way from Addie.
Mhm.
There's an old house that's sitting up there. I think it's over 100 years old. Well, there's a road that turns to the right. That goes down the hill across that old branch. Well, that goes to our old homestead. Old homestead. It's right in the fork of two creeks.
Was the old house still standing?
No, the old house is gone now, but I think some of the old posts that my dad put up there still.
Well, I'd like to go back and see that.
Still.
You know, did you ever go to, remember going to Bertha's and Porter's house?
Yeah.
Well, now, it was down behind there.
Behind there.
Uh-huh.
And down in that, there was a Vinnie lived down in there too. They had to go
Uh-huh.
down a little road,
Yeah.
turn around,
Yeah,
back to where Vinnie
Well, now, it was-
and
yeah. It was down, it would be on your left going to their house from
Mhm.
Porter's. It was there then, back then.
was that Papa's own place, or did he rent it out, or did he
No,
own it?
it was, yeah, he homesteaded.
Homestead.
It's
How many
an old
acres?
homestead.
How many acres was
Oh,
that?
I don't know, they could have been 125 acres.
Oh my goodness.
But it all wasn't in cultivation, though.
Mhm.
There was a lot of woods out in the swamp.
Dolly has got a book about the knights, about your grandma Braswell. You know, she
really?
was a knight,
Uh-huh.
At a night reunion somewhere up there, this one person gathered all the history of each one, you know, the background study, made a background study of all of them. And it's all in there about a little old night cemetery over there, who's buried in there.
Oh, I'd like to see it. Reckon she'd let me get a copy of that one.
Yeah, she could tell you how she got it,
Yeah, sure.
how she got hers.
I'll
Would you
ask
do
her
that?
the next time I
Somebody
see her. She
came
works
in-
at Fine, you know, she's buyer at Fine.
Okay.
She, this lady came in there and was selling them or was talking to Dolly somehow, and Dolly got it from her. But she'll know where to get them.
Well, Donnie, play something on your machine over there. I know you're thinking.
This lady here gives me pretty every day,
Oh, that's good, Don. Don?
Dick.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. If I could sing,
You sing it every night, I hear you.
That's pretty. And Dick,
She's the sweetest thing.
I done played that, hadn't I?
Oh, that's good.
before he got this, he had a big organ, and then he got one smaller. He sold
Yeah.
it, and then he got a smaller one, didn't he?
Mhm.
How'd you learn to play, Donnie?
Oh, I don't know, I hadn't learned yet. What little I learn, I just get up and get picking with it, you know, when I was real little, you know. And they said I got to where I could pick out a little old tune, and I just move along.
What did you have to play then?
Old organ.
Those old time.
Pump-
Remember
Pump
the
it with,
little
yeah, you pump it with your feet,
organ?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
They said it, he and Birdie used to play at school. They get 'em, you know, they used to line 'em up. They didn't have one or two rooms in school for them, you know. They'd line 'em up and march 'em in.
me see what I got on that little piece of paper I wrote. I can't think of anything.
Where are those records?
They're in a tall square box there.
Oh, Jesus was a light, and always walked the bright and shining way. Then some glad morning to see our Lord welcome me to that eternal home of peace and love. Well, if I could only hear, yeah, Mama, pray again. If I could only hear your tender voices then, how happy I would be. It means so much to me. If I could hear my mom pray again.
Well, now, that's kinda old.
Yeah.
Cause I couldn't find one that played 78 RPMs anymore.
Uh-huh.
They just don't make them anymore.
And I heard the other day that, what was the last one they said?
When I take my vacation in heaven, did I play that one?
Oh,
No.
you haven't played that yet, Donnie.
Donnie and Ike. Obi. Ike and Doug. These are real scratchy. When the Romans called them yonder, Opie, Bertie, Beanie, and Dottie. I know this thing even works now.
Donnie, you've got some records here.
Know who that is? Burden, Jean, and you. Yeah. Now I'll see if you know who this is.
You didn't sing with them? I thought you sang with them.
Me? No. That was Braswell on it.
Boy, that was definite, wasn't it?
Yeah. No.
Oh my goodness, it's still going? It started doing that again.
It's going to put it off right there.